Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host. Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to
Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use.
I was trying to see if he was saying something. All right. Anyway, this is Ultra Fryer. And I'm just showing you a little bit of the testing out some of the equipment. And I'm just showing you a little bit of some of the videos for Ultra Fryer. Hold on 1 second here. Thanks for coming to the Thursday show. I actually made it home at a decent hour. So I was messing around with some of the equipment. Let's see if you guys can hear that. Okay, good. You guys can hear. All right, sweet. Okay, I got slowly learning this freaking Stream Deck with the music, and then I gotta liven this thing up a little bit for you guys. Hold on, let me take Wilco Appliance and Refrigeration off the screen. They donated to one of those 2 shows I did the other day. Very generous donation. And I'll put a little bit of this video on here while I'm getting some of the other stuff ready. Ultra Fryer is not quite like the others, especially this style right here. It's not quite like the others. I don't know how many of you all are interested in fryers, but I got some of this up here for you. Hit the like button as you come in. Oh, good. Just have a little bit of something playing while you guys are coming in. It seems to be a little bit of a mixed bag out here when it comes to the number of restaurants opening versus the number of restaurants closing. It is it's something that only time is going to tell who is actually right, which analyst is right. Because there's one camp is saying that restaurants are shrinking, and there's a whole nother camp out there that's saying there's rapid expansion. So hold on one second. Welcoming you guys in. You know what? I didn't even start Instagram. Oh, good. Somebody hit the like button. Thank you. Let me fire up Instagram. All right, we've included them on the screen. There we go. That notification just went out. I hope I'm not on two different screens. All right, it's crazy that they're not showing any there's no sound at all. And this is just something that's on YouTube. You could find this very easily out there. All right, let me go back to this thing. All right, as soon as this is done, we're gonna go and I'll show you some of the videos from restaurant business. All right, he's just.
We are the Skaggs family, Matthew and Cosette, and we are owners of.
All right, that is done. All right, just flipping on over to restaurant. Let me see what this is here. Restaurant Business Magazine. Now, Restaurant Business Magazine is focusing a lot more on what? I didn't know Melanie Hobson was a Starbucks director. Anyway, restaurant sales decline in December. That is that's not a surprise. When I was driving around, it seemed as if the existing locations, the legacy locations, hardly had anybody in their restaurants. All the newer restaurants, all the newer fast casual and stuff like that, that was the place that had a lot of people in seats. Hold on one second. Let me show you. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Hold on one second. We're going to flip over. Sorry, I'm trying something new. So this is the Cheesecake Factory in Boca Raton. I believe this was yesterday. And then I'm gonna go on to today's restaurant. I need to go on to his stuff right now. Hardly anybody in Cheesecake Factory. And they're not the only one. Let me see what else I had. Let me copy this link. And here's another one. And this is also from today's restaurant report. This one's not bad. This one is, I think this is, oh, that's Delray Beach. So this is Delray Beach. And it doesn't look all that great. Doesn't look all that great for these restaurants. I'll be honest with you. Hold on. And in today's, excuse me, and in today's restaurant news, let me show you what his magazine is showing us. It's going to take a second for it to kick in. All right, today's restaurant news. Now, this focuses in a lot more on franchises. And you see they've been around since 96. Let me see if I can pick up. Now, this is something I brought up to you guys almost a year ago. Shipley's Donuts. So Shipley's Donuts is, let me see if I get a better picture. Shipley's Donuts is something that is a Houston donut chain, and they are going into, okay, here we go. And they are starting to branch out and go nationwide, much like Whataburger, following in their shoes. So as you see, you get the jump on it right here. Shipley's Donuts, if you're in Florida or Tennessee, be on the lookout for found it. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. Playing around with this thing, trying to get everything together. Shipley's Donuts is coming to, what does this say now? They're coming to North Carolina and Virginia first quarter of 2021. So even though on the top line here, they're talking about, let me see if I can zoom in a little better, and it doesn't look like I can. So let me tell you what's in Shipley's Donuts. You got your Hobart mixer. The ice machine is going to be a Scotsman. They typically go with a Scotsman. You have your opportunity to jump on with the PMs. They put into their operating procedure to have preventative maintenance done on their ice machines. So let's see here. They are on track. What's this? On track. So in 2024, they added 360 locations, and it looks like they're on course to do the same thing 2025. Florida, Tennessee, and North Carolina, including Virginia. So that's all happening in 2025. Be on the lookout for that one. It is a very good chain to have. They have warmers, refrigerators. It's a very nice account to have. Some of their locations, it's a donut shop that doesn't exactly close at noon. They will actually have locations that are open 24 hours. Here's another one, Florida. All right, so 140 locations they're going to be adding. In Florida, they're based out of Orlando. Whatever this Kiki's Breakfast Cafe, we don't have any here. Looks like what is this? Hendersonville, Tennessee. And in Nashville, they've already opened up. So they're already expanding outside of Florida. This is another one to look into. All right, so they're based out of Orlando, so that's one to look out for if you're in those areas where they're starting to grow. And once again, my source, this is, hold on, let me see. Today's Restaurant, TRN USA. You can, sorry about it. You can get yourself added to their list if you like. And then they hit you with news about different restaurants that are opening up nationwide, different franchises and whatnot. All right, let's see here. If you guys are more interested in the service side of things and just getting the training, I can understand that. Once you get to the point, once you get to the point where you have mastered the equipment, you know how to service it, you're going to need to get a hold of clients. Your best bet is to find new clients. New restaurants are opening up constantly. There's two camps out there. One that says restaurants are closing, and then there's another one that say, hey man, for all these restaurants, that legacy restaurants that are closing, there are a dozen more that are opening up to replace that one old legacy restaurant. So Parker's Kitchen. All right. So this is in Northeast Florida. A lot of the information they are going to give you from this from this magazine, is because the magazine itself is based in Florida. All right. So plenty of information. This is where restaurateurs come to find other equipment. You yourself can advertise in the magazine. If you would like to find clientele, you can advertise in a magazine like this one to get them. I have attended the virtual meetings. They're really boring. It's not much for us. See people who are advertising for their uniform services, restaurant coaches, that type of thing. Everybody has a chance to equipment financing. There's leasing right there. Business brokers. And this is a good source. A business broker is a good person to give your information to. They're constantly, what they're doing is they're like real estate agents, but for restaurants. Okay, so that is that one. So now I can go back to, hold on, let me go back to restaurant news today. Anybody want the link to this? I'll put it in the chat if you're at all interested. Okay, so back to Restaurant Business Magazine. All right, so back to the sales decline in December. So of course, just like all the other things, hey, we had to have financing from somewhere. And so Lamb Weston and all these other people, they are advertising with these different trade magazines. So this is Restaurant Business Magazine. This helps you to get an idea of what different chains are doing. if you see that things are slowing down, if you're reading in the trade magazines that that particular restaurant is not doing so hot, you're already in the restaurant, you already see that they're slow, that is when you would ease up on the repairs. You're going to want to make sure that your customer is paying up, staying current, and not getting too far ahead, not getting too far behind. Some people might even switch from a 30-day pay to a to getting paid in a week. Others yet and still would prefer to get paid by check from the management, from local management. And that is all up to you. So here it is. It just helps you to keep up with what's going on. More restaurants file for bankruptcy. Letting you know other ones close, like Mod Pizza, Wendy's, and Denny's. Even though Wendy's is in the number 2 spot as far as fast food restaurants, McDonald's is number 1, Wendy's is number 2, and then they push Burger King down to number 3. So this gives you a lot of different things to look into. Of course, they talk about Crumble Cookie. Crumble Cookie was one that grew very fast. They use a lot of Illinois Tool Works equipment in Crumble Cookies. Even with that being said, I have still seen a Tosa. I've seen a Crumble Cookie location that all the refrigeration in there was a Tosa. So even with that being said, of them using using Illinois Tool Works, which is Charleston, you still have the opportunity that some of them will end up with something that you could service like a Tosa. And you see here that Jersey Mike's and Tropical Smoothie are now under the same investment group. And what they say here is Crumble Cookie is looking to get bought out. And just so you guys know, that is the main goal of these places when they have rapid expansion, when they have all this buzz and trend and whatnot. They're looking to, sort of like the .com bubble age, they're looking to grow these different locations and then get them sold off. So these right now, I don't subscribe to the premium. This kind of stuff is going to open up to me later on in the month. So once again, they're talking about the optimism and the anxiety, because you have so many places that are just hit or miss. And you see here, you got one like Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake, they've completely closed up. I don't think they have any in Texas. I know for a fact they don't have any in Houston. They closed up about 2 years ago. No more here. And this is something, the beef tallow is something that McDonald's used to use. And then now it looks like Steak and Shake is trying to capitalize on getting customers hooked on that French fry taste. So this is just a little behind the scenes stuff. Of course, your fryers operate differently using the beef tallow than they use the liquid. So that all comes into play, what type of fryers they have and all that, just so you guys know on what it means for us. El Polo Loco. In my market, we have El Polo Locos. In Florida, they have El Polo Locos, that kind of thing. So this lets you know, they're letting you know like what they're trending, what they're doing, Wingstop and whole nine. I have yet to go to Cava. My daughter still doesn't even know what the hell Cava is. I haven't been to Rubio's. Now I have a brand new Bojangles that they're building in my market. It looks like they're about a week away from finishing this Bojangles. They had to have thrown this thing up in like 60 days because it is a long way that I normally drive. And I just looked up one day and I saw that there was a damn Bojangles there. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Poppers and Toppers. Let me see. HTO is something that is, I think it's still just a Houston thing. It is a tea shop where you go in. I took some pictures. I don't know if you guys put one in the chat if you guys remember seeing me put up pictures of HTO. And Ziggy's is Ziggy's Coffee. So what are they talking about? So Ziggy's Coffee. Let me see if they pop up with something with Ziggy's. Now, Ziggy's Coffee, I believe we only have one here. Ziggy's Coffee primarily goes with Hoshizaki refrigerators and Hoshizaki ice machines. They're using the budget line of Hoshizaki refrigeration. I've heard of Rubio's Coastal Grill, but I haven't been to one. KFC is trying out a new chain. Bojangles, we have quite a few Bojangles that are popping up here. I haven't been to one yet. It's Poppin' Pizza. I haven't seen one. I don't know if any of you guys have seen one in your market. Cracker Barrel. The Cracker Barrel I've seen in Houston, they are still packed. They still do extremely well at lunchtime, and they do extremely well on the weekends. Jimmy John's in my market, Jimmy John's uses Hoshizaki refrigeration, Hoshizaki uprights, and Kyrac prep tables. Hoshizaki ice machines. In Houston, all of the Jimmy John's have been consolidated under one franchisee. Panera and let's see here. Panera and Chipotle, you can try and see if you do work for them. They are going in and out with using like in-house service. One minute they're doing it, the next minute they say they won't. And I haven't seen a Perkins. I haven't seen a Perkins in my market. I haven't seen a Salt and Straw. Sonic is always trying new things. And then, like I told you, so there's HTO. So HTO has about 3 or 4 different drink shops that it's in competition with. And I don't know if they're outside of the Texas state border. Now, Ziggy's Coffee is another one that is they're trying to gain traction. Let me show you what Ziggy's Coffee looks like. Okay, so now we have 2. I only did the one that's in Katy. I did this one here years ago. All right, so let's go to the website. I don't know if you guys know how I feel about it. I really do despise coffee shops. They are actively looking for franchisees. But it's a very simple and straightforward drink concept. Like I said, they don't have any walk-ins. They're all using refrigeration, upright refrigerators and freezers. That's what they're keeping their milk in. Let's see here. What else do they have? Let me see if they're where they are. Okay, so they started in Colorado. So let's see where they have them nationwide. More in Colorado, Restaurant Business Future 50. And I showed you guys Restaurant Business Magazine. Let's see here. Bloomberg, okay. Interviewed the CEO. More Denver. You guys want to see the interview with the CEO or no? Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Find the Ziggy's. Let's cancel that. Well, this is a decent showing right here. This is a decent number of Ziggy's. It's far more than what they had last time I looked at them. Oh yeah. All right. So if you're in Denver, Ziggy's Coffee isn't half bad for you to go ahead and deal with. Just so you know, these coffee shops are extremely simple. Extremely simple. They're gonna have an ice machine. They're gonna have an ice machine. They're gonna have a dishwasher. They're gonna have at least one freezer. Excuse me. One freezer and 3 or 4 refrigerators. Then out front, they're gonna have their under counter units, so that they don't have to constantly run to the back to get oat milk, soy, that type of thing. So St. Louis, they got 2. So just about wherever you are, there we go. Raleigh, Augusta, Georgia. We got Greenwood, South Carolina. So it looks like Atlanta. Looks like Atlanta would be next on that list because it looks like they're definitely going that way. Florida, look for Florida to have something too. I don't often talk about Vegas, and it looks like I'm still not going to talk about Vegas. Looks like Vegas would be next on that list as well. 2025, be on the lookout for these cities. Vegas, a lot of restaurants are opening up in Vegas and Henderson, Houston, a lot of new places in Florida, especially with all these people that are moving out of California. They're looking to have additional forms of income, and they're usually investing in something simple, something with a consistent return on investment. It's not a high return on investment, but it's usually pretty consistent. And even in Portland, surprised they only have just one. Just letting you know about that one. And you know what? Let me show you guys HTO. Okay, it's taking a little long to load up. Bear with me on this one. I do have other things open. All right, so this is HTO. All right, 1 second. Sorry about that. The hell is this? I did go to the franchising spot. Sorry about that. They have 125 locations because I wanted to find out a little bit more information. I have covered HTO before. I've gone into the place. They only have they also have Scotsman ice machines in HTO locations. So they have Scotsman ice machines, Crathco. All the tea is dispensed through Crathco. No. And how they have it set up is you just walk through the location and then they have about 10 or 15 drink the tea dispensers, well, bubblers, and you dispense it into you pull a cup. Yo, good evening, brother. Good evening. You pour the drink into your cup. You can add ice, and then they have a little bar where you can add fruit and all that kind of stuff, fruit, different sugars to your tea. You put your cup in and you walk out. Now, of course, you got to pay in the front. That's how you get your cup to begin with. But it's a very simple concept. They actually sell ice in those locations as well. So they are, according to this, they are outside of Texas. So this is 125 locations nationwide. Excuse me. They have about 2 or 3 different blenders, and they have Fetco boilers to actually make the tea. So they have between 1 and 3 employees at each location. Here we go. It's Florida. And 1 and 3 employees, and this is a self-serve. So once you go to the register, once an attendee helps you out at the register, you then serve yourself. So they got a lot of runway for Florida. A lot of runway. What is that? Orlando? No, Leesburg, which I think is by Orlando or something. Yeah. Okay, so it's 4 in Florida. Or 5. That's Tallahassee. Yeah, so 5. So they have 5 locations in Florida. Looks like they're slowly coming up, but their concentration is the middle part of the country because they are here in Texas. Let me show you what kind of machines they're using. Bubbler. Okay, so here it is. This is the Crathco bubbler. So they're typically using one like this. It's about $2,200. It's a pretty strong workhorse. So this is what they're using, and you will find between just like this, between 3 and 4 different teas with the Crathco bubbler. So these all have a compressor, and then they have a like a stir device in them. The employees do not know how to take care of these units, so these things there's the stir device. So there's a motor underneath there that also it gets gummed up. And of course, at $2,270, HVACR, what's up? So at $2,270, they don't exactly want to pitch these things. So they will get them fixed. If you're not aware, Crathco is part of Electrolux. Electrolux Professional. Here we go. Let me find a professional. Hey, what's going on, man? I'm just telling everybody about what's trending out there. So this is Electrolux with the laundry, with ice cream machines, the whole nine. And so they bought a number of different brands, unique with the coffee, and then they bought Krathco. See, they got blast chillers, they got ovens, steamers, the whole nine. So hold on, let me find it. Let me go to products, commercial kitchen, and we'll go into refrigeration. Nope. Let's go back. Maybe it's on the food prep. Abdullah, what's up? Man, where were y'all at? Where y'all just coming from? So as you see, they have a number of smaller equipment. Just because these pieces of equipment are smaller does not mean they are inexpensive. These are $500 on up. Most of those are about $2,000 that you're looking here. Let me see. See if I can get to the Krathco. So they're still working on it. Sorry about that. I thought you guys were seeing the same screen. But while I'm doing this, I'll take Instagram. Oh, you guys are over on Instagram. Oh yeah, Bojangles Steak and Shake. They have locations in Saudi Arabia. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is. I'm looking at about 4 screens. I'm looking at 4 screens right now. What's the name of the company that you were referring to? Which company? Which company? I just was talking about 8 different restaurants, 3 different industry magazines. Help a brother out. So this is the Krathco name is going to go away. Let me show you down at the bottom. If I go all the way down at the bottom, you're going to find, see, it says Electrolux. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something that says, there we go. Part of Electrolux Professional Group. Oh, HTO? All right, we'll go. Oh, damn it. We'll go back to HTO. So HTO is a very simple concept. That we're still talking about HTO. We're still talking about it. This is all part of it. Every single one of the HTO locations is using Krathco. This right here, which is part of Electrolux. There's the tech support number right there. So when I talk about these restaurant chains, when I talk about the different parts of the industry, if I know anything about that location, I will then dive into the equipment that they have at that location. And that's currently what I'm doing right now. So right now, HTO, like I said, they have Scotsman ice machines, they have Krathco. And just so you know, if you walk into one of these locations in the future and you do not see the Krathco name, don't, the information is still valid. You're going to start seeing the Electrolux name because Electrolux is phasing out Krathco. So that's what you can sign up with Electrolux. You can sign up with Electrolux Professional. They'll give you a parts account and get you all set up with that. So as you see with support, they do have tech support and all that other good stuff. So here's your drink machines, your daiquiris and stuff like that. But they not only do they make those, they make the bubblers for. These are not just in HTO, but these are going to be in your schools and universities and the cafeteria. They're in many different restaurants when they And it's not just for tea. They have it for juice and all that kind of stuff. But Monday through Friday, you can call tech support, and they're gonna answer Crathco, and then they say Electrolux at the same, all in the same sentence, all in the same sentence. But what you're gonna want to do is you need to get signed up with Electrolux now. Electrolux dumped their platinum. Oh. Electrolux dumped their platinum program. They are currently adding new service providers to their roles. Anything new that pops up, see, so here are the machines. So anything new that pops up, you'll be included. That's the name of the game. You want to be included. You want to be able to take care of your customer no matter what happens. And they're slowly changing the Crathco design. It used to be Grindmaster, then it was Crathco Grindmaster. Then the Crathco still had the Grindmaster logo with it. And now this iteration, they've completely dropped any kind of decal, and it just says Crathco. And the next step, I believe, is just to say Electrolux Professional or just Electrolux. All right, so let me see here. Let me see if I can get into the Electrolux. Oh, let me see. Toolbox or something. Yeah, Toolbox. The Electrolux Professional login. Let me see if I can. Here is where you sign up. Dealers and service partners. This is where you sign up. You can buy your parts from Electrolux. All the stuff that they have, everything under the Electrolux umbrella, you actually can go through them and get the parts. Access the toolbox. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, see, it didn't even work. They're constantly redoing this thing. And so here's some of the other name brands that they own. Let me see here. Let me go back. Let me go back so you guys can not yet registered. Click here. All right, let me throw this in the chat. I'll throw this in the chat on IG. I know you guys aren't going to be able to access it too much. All right, let me see here. Everybody's up to speed. So that link that I just put down there in the chat, that gets you into the toolbox. So then you go down here and web access. You might actually have to speak with an actual human being. And for whatever reason, I am constantly having to see, I already have an account. So I don't want to redo that just yet. Let's see if I can get in. If I'm gonna have to go ahead and request a new one. And transferring, they keep updating the system and transferring stuff over. Now, of course, in here, you also get you're gonna get the tech guides and everything else. So they got tech guides, parts, all the whole nine. 93FSL. Nope. I'll have to do this on my own. Sorry, I wanted to show it to you, but it is. I don't think this is my username. I actually have it. I have a whole booklet because I'm signed up with so many different manufacturers. I actually have to have a booklet that has all my usernames and everything else like that. Fortunately, my mother-in-law is here right now, so it's over there in the room with her. Sorry. But this is just so you know, get signed up with here it is. Get signed up with Electrolux Professional. Now, they're not going to list you or anything like that, but if you have any requests, you have any needs, and of course, if any training information does come up, something in your area, they will notify you. So Electrolux Professional, they're covering hot side, they cover laundry, the whole nine. Every time I tell you guys about Wasco Mat, Electrolux, that's this. And how we got on this is I was talking about HTO. I was talking about HTO. Hold on one second. Let me get into this real quick. Whoa, what just happened? One second. Taking any questions in the meantime. Anyway, so that's H2O, HTO. Okay, Wingstop is trying to compete. They're trying to compete with a lot of other chains right now. The new Shake Shack of the future. They've been talking about updating Shake Shack for the longest. All the Shake Shacks we have here. But we have, I know for a fact, the one in Rice Village, Rice University, doesn't have one. They don't have a drive-through. So they're trying to do 2 drive-through and 1 app pickup. 1,500 locations. That's interesting because I think we have about, how many Shake Shacks you guys have? Okay, you looking for, where do you do a sign up? You have to contact Onera and Nordon. All right, hold on one second. All right, everybody, we're gonna take a we're gonna take a little detour. So if you do Mike Reed and Nordon, you're gonna come up with the information right here. So there's Nordon. Commercial refrigeration work available with Nordon. Work at CVS with Nordon. And this one, I did this in September last year talking about Nordon. Then if you do Mike Reed and Onera, you're going to end up just like I said with the Fagor. You're going to end up with, this was an Onera service call I ran. Quite a few. Let me go to YouTube. Mike Reed, Onera. See, this is me right here. This is one that they make. It's Onera, but they made this this is the house brand for this chain of stores, for this dealer. Anyway, so this was a live I did working on an Onera unit. This was a a fryer. This was a Onera fridge. It's not members only. It's not members only. I did at least 5 videos on Onera. I did 5 videos on Onera. 5 videos on Onera. Onera service call. Here's a ton of Onera stuff. Ton of stuff. Let me see here. Call Onera. I got a bunch of Onera groups. Oh, sure, no problem. So it's not just Nordon. It is. Oh, help me out here. I talk about these all the freaking time. It is Conap. Conap. Conap refrigeration. The hell? There it is right there. All of these I'm talking about Conap. Conap, Conap, Conap. Oh, that's not me. That's me and brother B. That's me and Mike Sneed. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm talking about Conap. So I'm talking in this one, I'm talking about retirement homes contacting Bright Horizons. First Watch, which is through, and see, here's Restaurant Business Magazine again. Once again, they're talking about Crumble Cookie. Still talking about Crumble Cookie. Talking about all the different locations. First Watch. Who the hell's this? Oh, Branded Group. So that's Branded Group. I'll send you guys to contact Branded Group. 3 the hard way, yeah. There's EcoTrack. Now, when you sign up with EcoTrack, you still have to get your own customers. Still got to get your own customers. Yeah, I know you're still catching up, but you got to go. It's not in the live videos. These are in all the pre-recorded videos. This is talking about working for JLL, which is a real estate company, which they have their own people, but their own people don't know how to do repair and that kind of stuff. I was talking about CBR in this one. I've talked about this over a dozen times. See right there, Learn to Trade was like JLL has service technicians positions with starting at $24. So what you got to do is you got to go to the old videos. You got to go to the old videos. Got to go to the old ones. Let me see here. New to commercial, Mike Reed. Man, I can't believe y'all hanging with me watching it. Can't believe you guys are hanging with me watching this. I had to do quite a few videos because that Monday was horrible. Okay, I'm broadcasting twice. I am broadcasting twice, huh? Oh no. I'm trying something here. Bear with me. See, I'm broadcasting. I'm trying to use YouTube Studio and all this other stuff, and it says I'm broadcasting twice. I don't quite know what the hell YouTube. I don't know quite what the hell it's doing. But bear with me here. See in videos, see right here, I talk about Heatcraft. I talk about the different brands of speed ovens. Let me go all the way back. Here I'm talking about signing up with Lear. Sign up with Lear. Different mandatory. Oh, shoot. My bad. Been talking about these things for the longest. You got to go to videos. Here I'm talking about Hossman, but of course you can't do these. Can't do those. But the Heatcraft, yes. I'd have to go in there and take those off of there. But all of these, you can go ahead and search these, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. But all of these you can go ahead and search. Man, I appreciate that. I'm trying, man. I am trying to get you guys this information. So here's one, IDW. So I told you guys about IDW. It only has 130 views because I used to play this video at least once a month for an entire year. This is another one right here. This is QBD. Tell you guys to go ahead and sign up with QBD. Henny Penny. Yeah, that's when I did that one. Moving on my stuff. Once again, I did the Chick-fil-A. Over a year ago, I did the Chick-fil-A, telling you guys about that one. There's more IDW. Talking about compressor training. Oh, I know what I could do. I could do some Igniter Lab stuff. F and Egg. Have any of you guys seen an F and Egg in your area? Because all the F and Eggs over there with me have shut down. Oh man, y'all too kind. But here's more in Frico. Definitely sign up with Infrico. These things are not locked. So what I did was I removed the old live videos. And what is that? What is that right there? The 1 and 4. Yeah, I know, man. Those etceteras and stuff, they have popped up and then they just went away. Try to get this sound thing going on, man. So some sounds, some videos. I'm gonna try to get that stuff popping up. And then boom, what is this? Embera, talking about Embera, Torre, all that stuff. I give you the phone number. I give you all the contact information. Here's more. This is Torre. Mark Refrigeration. All that stuff is there. There's Conap. Tons of videos, man. Tons of videos. You got to go to the videos, not the live, to the videos. Oh yeah, they're in Sugar Land. They're all over Houston. They were slanging those etceteras all around town, and they gave them to people that weren't exactly good at what they do, and they didn't survive. They didn't make it. Anyway, so here it is. Blodgett and Colpack. I was telling you guys about Colpack. Let me see here. But there's Conap, brother. There's Conap. I had a number of videos on Conap. Keep those suckers playing on a rotation. It's only 4 minutes and 23 seconds. I give you contact information. I give you phone numbers. I give you the whole nine. Tell you what equipment they have, what they do, everything you need. Everything you need. All you got to do is go over the videos. Brother. Not on live, not the live videos, but you got to go to into regular videos. If you go into regular videos and see that, still only I got less than 1,000 subs. All the information is there. These you're not going to get into. You got to go way down, brother. You got to go way down. Sign up with IDW, sign up with QBD. All these guys are going to get you working. You're going to get out there. You're going to learn the trade. Told you guys who they're using: Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Monster Energy. All those guys are using these companies that I'm giving you. I give you these places for a reason. I give you these places for a reason. Then I tell you about this. Should be in Frico. Go over all this stuff. What kind of equipment they make, who to contact. This is stuff that I actually worked on, made in España, all that kind of stuff. This is dispatches from my email, parts that I had ordered, stuff like that. Give you the history of the company, the whole nine. These are not things that I'm just randomly throwing at you. These are all places. These are every last single one of these are companies that I have done work for or currently do work for. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to show you guys Shake Shack. That's what I want to show you guys, Shake Shack. Anybody ever eaten at Shake Shack? My wife and daughter were not impressed. And now I have a Shake Shack at least 15 minutes from my house. So I'm in between. Well, one is 30 minutes from me, the other's 15 minutes away from me. They have never I like it. They have never asked to go to Shake Shack. Never. So it's a very premium burger. I think some of the higher ups came from McDonald's, if I remember correctly. Let me see if I can find some locations. Contact us. No, I don't want to contact you. I want to find out where the hell you are. It should not be this difficult to try to find a damn restaurant. But anyway, it's places like this that's really hurting Wendy's. It's places like they just don't have the numbers. They're trying to get up to 1,500 locations. They don't currently have 1,500. Fun fact, they are using Stolting machines in Shake Shack. And you'll see it in some of the pictures that I had from training. But they are using that contract is with Stolting. So they are not a tailor shop. They are Stolting. And here they are with the sodas and I don't know if they're doing it. Yeah, they're doing the teas. Everybody's doing the same freaking thing. They're doing a Chicago. Well, that's not quite a Chicago style hot dog, but whatever. All right, now let me see if I can find locations. I had to go through all that just to get the freaking locations. So as far as I'm aware of, Shake Shack is open and available if you are looking to provide service for them. Yeah, I believe the guy is part of, I mean, he was a higher up from McDonald's. There we go. Oh, everybody buys from Cisco. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody buys from Cisco, US Foods. Because Cisco had made a lot of acquisitions. Over the last decade. And when I say at least about 6 or so acquisitions. So they are, I mean, look at this. So they're every 15 in Chicago. They're up in Milwaukee. Well, that was a little deceptive. They're including, they say 15, but it's not early 15. Then that damn thing says 12. Old Orchard Mall. Yeah, they do like to put themselves in malls or just outside. They're over there by Wrigley Field where the Cubs play. Bloomingdale. Okay, so they're right over there by the mall. That's the Oak Brook Mall. Oh, I do remember this. I do remember this location. They opened this location. So they are former McDonald's people. I remember this location. This location opened up 20 years ago. Yeah, everything else come from Cisco. Yeah, he's right. Everything else come from Cisco. Brother, look, most of these places, if you go to Restaurant Depot, you'll be amazed. Restaurant Depot, Gordon's, these restaurants quite literally just buy this stuff and cut this stuff out of the package and heat it up. That was one of the things I hated about living in Florida, was most of the stuff that I ate when I went to a restaurant, unless it was an Indian restaurant, it was all cut out of plastic bags. It was all cut out of plastic. So funny thing, like I will go to Restaurant Depot, we'll buy food and stuff like that. My daughter will eat it, and then she'd be like, "Oh yeah, this came, so and so serves this." You will, yeah. Anybody having the actual restaurant is not. You just need the money. You just need the money, or you get the food truck. I mean, nowadays, if you want an Asian restaurant, you can just go to Restaurant Depot, you can go to Cisco, any of those places. Your stuff will taste like Mama Thai's dim sums or something. No one would ever know you'd be black in the back cooking, because you can get all this stuff from Restaurant Depot, Cisco, Gordon Food. And there's down here, we have at least like 15 different food distributors. But I'm just showing you. I don't know, have you guys ever eaten at Shake Shack? A lot of people swear by it. But there's your Denver. I don't know why they don't have a Shake Shack in Las Vegas. There they do. I knew they did. I knew they had one. Unless that's Henderson. It's saying, yeah, they do. I knew they did. All right, it must have been like a line or something when I tried to go to Shake Shack. Yeah, it's at the premium outlets. I knew I saw one in Vegas. All right, cool. I knew it. Vegas is, that's another thing I wanted to tell you guys. So I've had quite a few people talking about moving to Vegas. That was a far-fetched thing when I heard that 20 years ago. There was another service guy. He had moved from Chicago, and he moved from Chicago straight to Vegas. And he said he couldn't take the traffic. Couldn't take the traffic. And as far as I know of, he stayed out there in Vegas. Vegas is a smaller market when you're off the strip. Gaining access to restaurants on the strip is kind of challenging. It is, I equate it pretty much like trying to service a restaurant in a mall. Some of these locations you can walk right in through the front door, but others you got to actually go through these casinos. You've never had it? Oh man, my kids, my wife, kids. Yeah, my wife is. Might as well include her with that number. Anyway, yeah, my wife and daughter, they really can care less if they never have it again for the rest of their life. So that's Shake Shack. They're all across the US, and they're going to add, what does this say? They're going to add they're going to build themselves up to 1,500 locations. And if I went into the history, let me go back. If I go into the history, I'm pretty sure they're going to say that they've been around for at least 25, 30 years. What the? Come on, man. Maybe if I went to values. Okay, they're going. Oh, this is about LA. I thought it was going to be about Louisiana. Let me see here. Shake Shack executives came from. I'm pretty sure they did come from. IPO. Let me see here. Who are the founders? All right, let me see here. Why is Shake Shack? Oh, because of the Shake Shack is closing down because of the wages. Let me see here. Who's the largest holder of Shake Shack? Vanguard, BlackRock. Oh Lord. These guys want to control everything. They want all of your damn money. All right, hold on one second. All right, what would you guys like for me to address this evening? So we got about a good. Man, let's see. Since we got a good 10 or so people. I could swore one of those guys, one or more of those guys came from freaking McDonald's. So anyway, so this helps you to know who you're dealing with. Then he came from Chipotle and Marriott. Oh man, I don't like Marriott. This explains a lot. It explains a lot. Both of those places are heavy with employees. JetBlue, ooh. So they probably brought this guy in to deal with drive-through and ordering and stuff like that. Let me see what the hell his job placement is. Yeah, Chief Information Officer. Yeah, so he's their tech guy. Makes sense. So what the hell is her thing? Vice e-commerce. Oh, okay. All right. Captain D's. All right, let's see what the hell this is about. Captain D's. Oh, that's the United Kingdom. That's the United Kingdom because I know they've been shrinking here. Top ordered items. I don't want to go about top ordered items. All right, here. Let me do this one since you guys are quiet. Oh, have I ever dealt with appliance men for commercial? I haven't dealt with them for commercial. I am. Were you big incorporated a AI agent in the near? Hold on one second. All right, let's see here. Hey, we'll go right on time, man. I got your banner up. Hey, thank you so much for donating to the channel. I really do appreciate that. Mike, will you be incorporating? Yeah, be incorporating an AI agent to your business in the near future. I did one on. I did a thing about SoundHound. Hold on. And I didn't forget about you, Abdullah. All right. So I was in talks with SoundHound. I actually have the video. I don't think I deleted that video. So if you SoundHound is actually on the ticker that is going across at the bottom. And matter of fact, there's Shake Shack going down there. Shake Shack is $1.16. And there's Gen Korean, McDonald's. But as the ticker go by, you're gonna see SOUND, and that is SoundHound. So I'm glad you asked. So I went through with talking with SoundHound. SoundHound is set up to answer our phone calls for us. Where is it? Starbucks. It's coming around. Okay, you're invested in SoundHound. So SoundHound actually was not that expensive. It's just that they wanted your credit card investment. They wanted your money first. They want your money. And it's really not that much. It's really not that much, but I didn't care for their pushy tactics. Oh, let's see here. Damn it! I know I put there. It is. SoundHound is at $13.97. So previously, SoundHound was as low as like $7. It was as low as $7. But here's SoundHound for our business. You don't have to have somebody in India answering your phone. You don't have to have somebody in Jamaica answering your phones or the Bahamas. You can just have the AI answer your phone. And there is a huge, what you do is SoundHound AI the bot will go through your entire website or whatever data you give to SoundHound, and then it will come up with script. So you can call up and say, yeah, hi, I was calling to get my oven fixed at my restaurant. And then you choose the voice and all that other kind of stuff, and it'll go through whatever tree you give it set up to, and it'll say, okay, sure, we'll get you all set up. Can I ask you a few questions? And you can have the AI ask you a preset of questions. Oh, it was at 22 last week. Okay. What the hell is it at? So SoundHound will go through everything. So as you can see here, Jersey Mike is using it, Chipotle, Papa John's. Yeah, SoundHound is up 700%. It is expected to pop. NVIDIA is invested in SoundHound. So everybody's jumping on SoundHound. This is actually not new. SoundHound's been around for a while. There's Lazy Dog. I've done work with Lazy Dog. They have Perlick in their locations. You got Habit Burger, Mod, Panda Express, California Pizza Kitchen, which is on the decline. But if you don't have a website, you just give it script or give it something to look at. Feed it websites, and it will develop scripts. So you tell it what to do from that point on, and it'll develop your tree. It'll develop a tree. So let me address this question right here. So I know all about what the hell is that? Appliance. That works in contrary to how the business works. Yeah, I advise everyone to invest in, especially like SoundHound. SoundHound is one that you should invest in. I didn't realize it was they have vertical protocols. I had no idea it was such a big deal. But the guys that I talked to, they were such a pain in the ass. They were so pushy, so annoying. But the price wasn't bad. Let me see here. And let me pull it up. I'll pull up my stuff. Let me see here. SoundHound. And I asked the guy, I said, hey, man, you mind if I, record this and have it on my show? And they said, no, they didn't have a problem with it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Here we go. All right. Let me drop this and let me add that. Remove. Let me add the screen. Let me see if I got a good one with the email. I'm just going to show my entire screen. All right. Here we go. So here is SoundHound. I was dealing with them in 2024. I was dealing with Jay Thompson, National Account Executive with SoundHound, Santa Clara, California. That is SoundHound. Yeah, I kept telling him, I said, look, man, I'm extremely busy, bro. I said, I'm really busy. I'm not joking when I tell you guys I'm so busy, but I just don't like adding employees. I really could use like about 3 employees right now, but I really don't want to. Let's see here. Yeah, so they were asking, like, I was like, look, man, I don't have any time for this. To set up to learn more about SoundHound Smart Answering. So learn more about SoundHound. Let me see if I can click on it. Let me see if that pops up. All right, bear with me. All right, so Picture Man says AI is your go-to, no more Google. Yeah, that makes sense. Accept cookies. There we go. Let me accept those. See, so yes, SoundHound has a free trial. All right, let me copy this. Let me put this in the chat. SoundHound has, so if you'd like to try it out, it's not really free, but it's free. But it's, hey, Rich Maliki, check him out. It's not really free, but it's free. All right, let me go back to my email. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Rich Maliki is, he's a very nice guy. Yeah, there's the link. There's a link right there for SoundHound. And Abdullah, I didn't forget. It's just that I'm not leaving anything out when I don't tell you about these other companies. It's because these other companies are not exactly good for you. So yeah, this guy was putting a real 422, 420. The guy just kept, I'm like, look, man, I gotta freaking work. 422. The guy just kept hitting me up. They wanted to add a service company to the algorithm. So they wanted to get this information into their network so that the AI would have this information about what I needed as a service company, what was expected of SoundHound. So I had told them about some of the issues I had, especially with like appliance repairman's situation and all that. Yeah. See, Abdullah, you don't have the skill set to just handle a random call. This is all about building. This is all about building. See, I talked to them way back. SoundHound. See, this was a meeting. And I was just having a hard time getting. I said, look, man, it's just a bad time for you guys to hit me up, man. It was just a really bad time. So SoundHound with White Castles and all that other kind of stuff. I don't just talk about this stuff out of the blue. This is stuff that I'm actually dealing with. I actually talk with these people. I'm intimately involved with this stuff. So I am trying to let you know what is out there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So Abdullah, I am trying to prevent you from wasting your time. I'm trying to prevent you from experiencing these different pitfalls. Any one of these different pitfalls you run into could be the last of you. It could take you out. It might be something financially detrimental to you that you don't recover from. And my method is not what you're talking about. My method is for you to start with these manufacturers and work your way up. So I don't just come out of the blue with this stuff. Yes, I know who these people are with SoundHound. Yes, I've dealt with the prompts for the algorithm, how the behind the scenes, how you set it up. So Picture Man says there are decentralized platforms on the blockchain that you can go to create your own AI agent. This is true. This is true. But it is SoundHound is easier than that. No, Abdullah, it's actually not organic. It's actually not organic. It is the only way I have found for someone like you to come up in the business. Ordinarily, how you come up in the business, let me cancel this. Ordinarily, how you come up in the business is you would work for somebody and they would train you. That's how it works. It's not set up any other way. Let me remove that. Let me add. Let me share a screen again. National Restaurant News. Why not? Bam. Yeah, give SoundHound a try. Give SoundHound a try. I just did not have the time. And oh, Wilco Appliance. Hey, did you want the information to Oh, did you? Yeah, I know. So you don't have to miss any calls. So if you want the information, hit me up on IG and I'll give you, I think you have my information on IG. I'll give you the contact information for the Dr. Pepper account. So I'll give you the young lady's information for Dr. Pepper. Right. So if you want that, so that's refrigeration. I know it's in your name. It says refrigeration. I don't know if you have that information, but if you would like that information, you are privy to it. This is the Dr. Pepper account for your market. Okay, good. If you have my IG, hit me up. If you don't, let me know. Let me see if I can. I have to go through this thing. Where my chat isn't coming up. This is so weird. My chat isn't coming up. Oh well. All right, cool. Yeah, so hit me up on there. I'll give you her information, her phone number, her email address, and you can get set up with the Dr. Pepper account. And it'll be Friday. So if you call her early enough, you'll get all set up with that. All right, this is Nation's Restaurant News. So like I said, I like to stay in touch. I like to keep in tune with what's going on. There's nothing worse than working for these restaurants and then come to find out they end up with a money crunch. Go to food executives. What's the monthly fee? I don't know what the monthly fee is on SoundHound. Like I said, I didn't have time to set it. I had access to the prompts and everything else. They ran me through the whole demonstration. I put it on YouTube. I recorded everything and had it on YouTube. The video, I think I deleted the video, but I had it out there. It got a ton of views. It got a ton back when I was getting like 700-800 views on a video. It was one of those. It was one of those that got like a good number of views. But Abdullah, call these people. Call them, then they'll give you the numbers. The only way for people to find out who you are is for you to start talking to people. For you to start talking to people. Portillo's, yeah, Portillo's is adding new locations like crazy. We have 3 or 4 Portillo's in Houston now. And for you guys that don't know, Portillo's is a once again, it was a Chicago chain. They are the highest grossing per location, the highest grossing restaurant chain in the United States. Let me see here. Their share price doubled. Oh, let's see here. What the hell is their stuff? What the hell is Chipotle? I mean, Portillo's. What the hell is Portillo's? I don't have them on my ticker. What the hell is Portillo's? I mean, yeah, what the hell is Portillo's trading under? Let's see here. But yeah, Portillo's is crazy, man. They use for their burgers, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but they use the batch broiler. They cram a ton of stuff behind there. They have an open kitchen concept, so you can see everything that they're doing. So when you place your order, you're looking at them fry your French fries, you're looking at them cook your burger, you're looking at them make your shake the whole time. So there's no spitting in your food. If there's roaches crawling around in the kitchen, you're standing right there. You're able to see it. The cost depends on the service, and AI is different from a chat bot. Yep, can carry on yes, it can carry on a conversation, and it does very well. It's very fluid. I've shown you that SoundHound is the same service that Chipotle is using on their phone. Sir, it's the same service that all of them are using. NVIDIA is backing them. What the hell? I'm gonna have to look into this. I didn't know Chipotle. I thought Chipotle was privately owned. The owner actually, I know he sold it, but the owner actually still owns the Portillo's in Tokyo. I love Portillo's. I love Portillo's. My daughter, she does not like it. She does not like Portillo's. So here it is right here. They do $9.1 million each location. 9.1. This is Portillo's. That is per location. That is the highest average unit volume in the industry. All right, so what do we have here? Wilco, you say you're trying to get in with McDonald's. It's tight in South Florida. I covered this before. Start with the Black McDonald's Association. If you see, all right, I'm going to jump off of this real quick. Oh, there's a SoundHound. If you see, here's all the customers that are using SoundHound: Chipotle, Jersey Mike's, White Castles, Applebee's, Krispy Kreme. The list goes on, and there's NVIDIA right there. Casey's, Noodle and Company, Firehouse Sub, Church's Chicken, Five Guys, Blaze, Mods, Panda Express, Lazy Dog, Schlotsky's. It just keeps going on and on and on. But for Mr. Wilco Appliance, we're going to have to jump. We're going to have to change gears real quick. And we're going to do the Black McDonald's Association of South. You said you're in South Florida? Yeah, of South Florida. Boom. There we go. National Association of McDonald's of National Black McDonald's Operators Association. They should have one for Florida. They got one from Miami. Files a lawsuit against McDonald's. That's from the Miami Herald. And this is about, so there's 50 Black franchise owners in South Florida. So this is the Miami Herald. Oh man, don't worry about it. Here, let me take that. So this is the Miami Herald. $1 billion lawsuit. So this is a Miami firm. So there are 50, well, not anymore, but there were 50 different Black McDonald's owners. And it's not to say that they only owned one, but there were at least had 50 Black McDonald's owners in South Florida. So you need to go to each one of those McDonald's. The thing of it is, when you see someone in that McDonald's wearing a suit, walking around or wearing a suit or dressed up and he or she is doing paperwork in there, that's usually the owner. If you see somebody in there wearing a suit and he's picking up trash off the floor or talking to the wait staff, talking to the staff, that's the owner. I run into a lot of them here in Houston. So they'll actually go around to their different stores because that's where they make their money from. Their life savings is tied up in that damn McDonald's. So because these people had lost money and went out of business owning a damn McDonald's, yeah, they sued because McDonald's was not giving them the support, and they actually would not allow them to buy McDonald's in an area that was not black. So they say, you black, we're going to put you in a black neighborhood. And so they're suing. And they would not let them. So they were black and they had 1 or 2 McDonald's. They say, hey, I want 2 more McDonald's, but I want these McDonald's over there. I want some white only pies. And they said, no, you're going to be over there on Powerline Road. We are not letting you get anything over there. Powerline Road, that's it. It's that or nothing. And so, when these people lost money and had to close up different locations, yeah, they say, hey, man, this ain't right. You guys did not allow us the same opportunity that you did with the other ones. And so I think they settled out of court. Let me see what year this was. That was 2020. And you see, it went quiet. I think McDonald's settled. And this happened all over the country. This wasn't just Florida. This happened in Chicago. This happened all over. But it is called the Black McDonald's Association. Yeah, but not just MLK. So like in Fort Lauderdale and in Fort Lauderdale on Powerline Road, it ain't exactly. It's all right. It's all right. But if you wanted to go to Boca, if you were a black McDonald's owner and you wanted to open one in Boca Raton, they said no. If you were a black owner and you wanted one in Palm Beach Gardens, on Palm Beach Gardens Boulevard, PBG, they said no. And so that's the problem. They said, okay, well, we'll let you have one on Star Island. They said, no, I don't want one over there. I want one on Palm Beach Gardens. I want one right next to the Whole Foods. They said no. So they sued. And I believe they settled out of court. So here is the Black McDonald's. Now, I'm black, so I'm not covering the Hispanic or any other. But I believe there is a Hispanic, National Hispanic McDonald's Operators Association. So get it how you live it. But Mr. Wilco Appliance, he supported the last couple of shows. So I'll let you, I got to give him the information he's asking for. Keurig Dr. Pepper, once again. So you go to, let me go back. Oh, I could close it. Anyway, it's extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult to get through to these damn people. Why are they so damn hard-headed? I don't understand. They have outings, golf outings, and stuff like that. They're supposed to have like a secretary. See, it was established in 1972. They have people you can call. This is the nationwide one. And then they have separate chapters for North Carolina, for Alabama, for Texas, for Florida. And you're supposed to be able to gain access to those different ones that way. And see there, so national headquarters is in Chicago. Oh, sure, brother. No problem. No problem. No problem, man. As a matter of fact, hold on. I got to take that off so you guys can see the rest of this. So this is the information, the NBOMA. You can try and call them, man. You can try and call these people. I never get through to anybody. Okay. First black owner of McDonald's, Herman Petty. They just recently died in 2009. It's not all that far long ago. Kansas City, Chicago. And this is mainly because this is coming out of the Chicago. Oh, there he is. He passed away. Green-eyed bandit. But here's the phone number. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Yeah, I know they got Facebook, man. These people are so damn hard to get a hold of. And I tried calling the other chapters. I never got through. But I have seen, at least here in Houston, I've seen two different members, two different McDonald's owners. Each one of them were actually in their store. It wasn't Sunday. They were fully dressed up. They take it serious. It's serious business. One was a woman. She was dressed like it was church Sunday. She looked like she was straight out of 1952. She had a little beret type of hat and the dress and all that and the shoes. I didn't know what year it was. Man, I thought I traveled back in time. But she was sitting there at one of the booths and she was going over the paperwork for that location that she owned. And one of the other was a 6'3" gentleman, 6'4", and he had a full suit and he was walking around cleaning up the restaurant. But I myself was not really interested in taking care of a McDonald's. Just so you know, the other companies that are taking care of McDonald's do not want to take care of the black McDonald's, mainly because of the location. They don't want to go into a minority populated area. They say that their vehicles get broken into and all that kind of stuff. I've never seen that, but that's what they say. You even hear that when you go to training classes. They say that when you go to training classes for Manitowoc and Hoshizaki and stuff like that, they say they don't like going over there. They don't want to go over there. So it's up to you to talk to these different owners and to see if they're willing to allow you to start with them, at least with the ice machine, at least with ice machine cleaning. And then maybe move your way into taking care of the deep fryer as second string. So when the other people don't show up, say, hey, give me a try. And now, Abdullah, how this thing works, so you're never going to get a McDonald's from Appliance. What was that? That's Appliance, what's the name? Yeah, it's more business for you. But what the hell is that company called? Appliance Men. So how Appliance Men works is they just put up websites and they put out information. Oh, we repair commercial ovens, we repair Blodgett, we repair Turbo Chef, blah blah blah. And then it's usually someone that's inexperienced. How this works, especially if it's a McDonald's, a Burger King, Red Lobster, Olive Garden, they have to either call corporate to get somebody out there, or they're going to call Appliance Men. They got a real location is going to call the manufacturer and say, hey, this is store 85329 and we have a problem with our fryer. We need you to send us someone. And then they drop that in the hands of the manufacturer that make the fryer, that makes the ice machine, that makes the dishwasher, makes whatever, the warmers. They drop it in their lap. And they say, oh, yeah, sure, store number 8262529. Sure thing. We'll contact somebody and have them come on out there. It's COD, but they'll do that. Other times they might want to take it into their own hands, but they're typically working off a referral. You're not really going to have someone call a random company that they've never heard of, give them their credit card, Because first of all, most of these places don't have a credit card. They just don't. McDonald's is the owner is going to pay up, or they're going to pay you through ACH, or they're going to write a check, that kind of stuff. But they're not the average employee, the average manager at McDonald's does not have a credit card for you. They can actually pay you cash out the register, but they don't have a credit card for you. And Appliance Men works like this. They're doing a service call fee. They're charging whoever the hell is stupid enough to call them. They're gonna get the credit card number. When you go out, Appliance Men gets the service call fee, and you quote unquote get the repair. Well, on this commercial side of the business, you need not some, not half. You need all your dough. Let it be rain, sleet, or snow. Chipotle better have your money. So you're not giving up anything to another party. You're going to go out on something from Appliance Men, and it's something that is not repairable, or something where they've already had 4 or 5 other companies come out and told them that it's going to be like $6,000 to fix it. And they say, screw that. We're going to find somebody that's going to be able to fix this thing for us. And then so you go out, and now you've wasted your time because you got to break this stuff down to find out what's wrong with it. Now you got to find the parts, look up the parts. You got to call tech support and all this other stuff. Oh, yeah, check the incoming power, check this and check that. It's still doing this. They're like, oh, yeah, you're going to have to bust that thing down, change that fry pot, and change this pump motor and all this other stuff, and then put on a new ignition system. And like, oh, man, and you're doing all that for no money. You're doing all that for no money. You do a couple of those, you don't have any money to pay your bills. So I do not recommend doing any of this other stuff. My only system is for you to start work with the companies that I'm giving you. Start work with them. They can assist you with parts. They will pay you. They'll give you tech support information. You're not getting any tech support information from Appliance Men. All they're doing is giving you Charleston, Hobart, all this stuff where Taylor, all this stuff where you can't get any tech support on. They don't know, and they don't care. They just want you to go out there. Let me see if I can find restaurants. Yeah, so they don't care, man. They don't care. Look at this. The first thing they do, they just say, boom. Oh man, SoundHound is a trip. Yeah, so you get no assistance from Appliance Men. They can't help you in any way, shape, or form. And you don't know anything. You don't know anything. It's not your fault, but like I said, I'm telling you to go to the people that actually make this equipment, and they're going to walk you through it. So this is SoundHound AI.
The biggest impact SoundHound's voice assistant has had on Chicken Shack would be efficiency. If you can make your business more efficient and utilize your resources in the best possible manner, that's a game changer. I'm Vice President of Detroit's original Chicken Shack. I've been with the business my whole life. A lot of our restaurants were experiencing issues with labor shortages, and so we thought, what can we do as a franchisor to make their lives easier? Prior to SoundHound, our employees would be scrambling to answer the phones and help the guests in store, and they were very fragmented.
SoundHound Voice AI answers 100% of calls, and it helps the staff. They don't get interrupted. People aren't put on hold. So it really helps the restaurant just function more efficiently, and we answer multiple calls simultaneously, so customers never get a busy signal.
It's pretty easy on our end. The order gets taken from the customer.
Thank you for calling Detroit's original Chicken Shack located at 30402 Woodward Avenue. What can I get started for you today?
On the POS system, an alert message comes up and says a new order has arrived. The order then gets printed off at the printer, and our staff then takes that order and puts it on the rail. Our staff makes the food, we package the meal, and then we place it on the counter for customer pickup. The customer comes in, picks up the food, they're happy. It's a win-win.
The technology was pretty slick. It sent me a text and took the payment immediately, so I was able just to get in, get my order, and get out. It's about the fastest transaction you'll have.
It's made our employees' lives a lot easier and a lot more manageable.
When the phone's not ringing off the hook, it's a lot less stressful environment.
It's really helping us to get orders out a lot quicker because we don't have to stop answer the phone. We don't have to place people on hold if there's walk-in orders.
As a chain, we're looking to grow Detroit's original Chicken Shack throughout Michigan and beyond. And so we feel that this technology offers us some key leverage that new franchisees might be excited about. Because when they're investing in a brand, they want to see where we can grow. And really, this offers us the scalability of, if we want to open a store in Michigan or Texas or Ohio, we can do that and it'll have the same experience with the voice ordering technology. We chose SoundHound AI because they're a leader in the AI technology space. They're constantly looking for ways to better their product, such as offering suggestive selling, franchisee dashboards, and these are things that are important.
All right, you guys get the idea. Oh, good, it's done anyway. It's done anyway. All right, cool. So that's SoundHound. Let me show you guys what Portillo's look like, and Portillo's is coming your way. So while we're doing this, hey man, you can ask away. But for Wilco Appliance issue where he's having a hard time answering the phone, like they said, you no longer have to answer the phone. SoundHound AI is able to do what I had wanted it to do, is just to weed out these freaking nuisance ass calls. So SoundHound is able to do that and actually able to put people on your schedule. So you can actually just have SoundHound just place people on your schedule, and then you can give them a call, and then especially on the commercial side, you don't really have to worry about that. You just need to know times and dates of that their restaurant is open, and you can tell it to say, hey, we could be there within the next 24 hours. Done and done. So this is Portillo's, the food that they're doing $9 million a location with. Salads is big, the cake, the shakes. They're doing the pasta. And they are starting to go nationwide. Let me see if I can find what they said. Locations. There we go. Yeah, we don't want just Chicago. We want, since Wilco is over there in Florida, I don't think they're in West Palm Beach. Yeah. Yeah, no locations in West Palm Beach. Let's see here. Fort Lauderdale. I'll just do Florida. I don't think there's any in Florida yet. Oh, there are. Oh, yeah. They're in Florida, of course. All right. So just so you know, there's Chicago people. Chicago people gravitate to the West Coast. New York people gravitate to the East Coast. So, of course, it'd be Tampa, and of course, it'd be Orlando. Of course. I don't foresee them coming down. The real estate is a lot more over there. It's a lot more congested. You would first see Fort Myers and Naples before you would ever see Fort Lauderdale and Miami, to be honest with you. Just mainly because everybody's taking that 75. They're going to ride that 75 on up. They're going to take that sucker through Nashville. They're going to go up to 55, boom, and then shoot 55 up to, well, 57 up to Chicago. That's how, as you can see, boom, that's the path. So they actually opened one up in Atlanta. Yeah, that's where the Chicago people at, man. That's whenever I ran into anybody in West Palm Beach and they were from Chicago, they acted like, oh, they found me. Yeah, I found your ass. Yeah, we over here too. What's up? But Chicago people, West Coast, and they will go ahead up into that. But Orlando is pretty neutral territory. You'll find East Coast and West Coast people in Orlando because it's just one of those things. Hell, even Florida people live in Orlando, and the Disney granddaughter, she lives in West Palm Beach, and she lives on Breakers Island, and she lives in Orlando. She's got her place in Orlando. All right, let me see where else they're going. They should be showing. See, they haven't updated this damn map. They have not updated this map. Let me show you guys. Because they have Texas. So they have, Dallas. They started with Dallas first. Each one of these locations is bringing in $9.1 million. $9.1 million. Boom. So when people always ask me, oh man, is there any room for Dallas? Is Dallas? No, Dallas is not full. There are plenty of new restaurants opening up in Dallas. They actually open up in Dallas first. When Dallas takes hold, the second move is for them to traipse their ass on down to Houston. Then they're going to come on down to Houston because they know they're going to make their money. So it's not 4, it's actually 5. It's actually 5. This one right here opened up. I think this was the last one, the one over there in Katy. Yeah, I don't even know if it's open yet. Right over there by Mario Andretti's place. I used to take care of them. La Madelon's, Fat Eatery, I do that one. I do Soju. Do a lot. Oh yeah, Yummy Faux-Bone. Do a lot of these. T-Top. Where's the yellow? There's the yellow. Yeah, Happy Lemon. Happy Lemon bubble tea. A lot of these different places. Happy Lemon is everywhere. All right, but anyway, so this is Texas. Let me see. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. My bad. There's Las Vegas. Let's see if they got one in Las Vegas. No locations in Las Vegas. So there is plenty of room. Las Vegas is actually, I have to admit it, Las Vegas is actually the next place that's going to blow. It's the next place that's going to blow. Oh, nothing in Denver? What the hell? I'm shocked with that. Oh, let's see. Yeah, there we go. They have 2 in Detroit, right next to the Costco. Just so you guys know, outside of downtown Detroit, Ypsilanti and all this other stuff, Detroit does quite fine. Detroit is okay. Also, this is a trendy area right here. The Costco, K-Pot, Jollibee's, Portillo's, Crumble. Where the hell did the Jollibee's go? K-Pot. So there's a lot of Asians over here then. Chick-fil-A, a Robusto cigar. I don't know anything about Robusto cigar. Where the hell did the Jollibee go? I could have swore I saw a damn Jollibee. There it is right there. That is freaky. It says Jollibee right here. There it is. It says Jollibee. Why does Jollibee only got a 3.8 rating? This Jollibee should have a higher rating than that. Jollibee is one of my favorites. Jollibee is $1 billion restaurant chain. Well, it's part of $1 billion food conglomerate. What the hell is Sterling High? Okay, this is in Detroit. So it's a Filipino chicken chain. It is owned by Jollibee Food Service, which is like Cisco. They're like Cisco, but for Asian restaurants. They also own Smash Burger. Let me see if I can go down. They're the KFC of Manila. They do spaghetti with chopped up hot dogs in it. An actual restaurant that does spaghetti with chopped up hot dogs in it. It's a Filipino thing. That is what they want. Let me see what I got here. See, damn it. Come on, man, get off the screen. What the hell? Oh, okay, I need to accept this. Sorry about that. So here's Jollibee. Jollibee Food Corporation, the largest, fastest growing Asian restaurant company in the world. In the world. It is a multi-billion-dollar food conglomerate, JFC. They've got trucks all across the United States. They only have 103 stores, 1,700 across the globe, but they're adding more. I'd like to see how many more they're adding in the United States. So they're basically, you'll find them close to a hospital. You'll find them close to a hospital if they have a high enough concentration of Filipinos. You're going to find them. You're going to find a Jollibee's. You're going to find a Jollibee's, and it's pretty much going to be close to a hospital. So the first one here was down the street from our medical district. It is a multinational corporation. Yes. Top 500 restaurants in the United States. Blah, blah, blah. There's their spaghetti and chicken. And you can't tell from this picture, but yes, that's cheese. That's oh, I can't think of the name of that damn cheese. But these are hot dogs. These are hot dogs right there. For the US market, they made this all like really hard to see, but these are cut up hot dogs on that spaghetti, and that is what they like. So Jollibee's it will be at they use Henny Penny fryers at all the Jollibee's. They use isomatic ice machines. Let's see here. And so here they are in Florida. Not too surprised that they wouldn't be that far from Orlando. Come on. Yeah. So as you can see, a number of locations at Pembroke Pines. Okay, Pembroke Pines, Jacksonville up north. So this would be the closest one to you, Wilco Appliance, and you can get in with them. Isomatic is the ice machine that they have. They got about 1,700 pound remote ice machine at each location. Then they're going to have above their dispensers in the lobby, they're going to have at least 2 or 3 isomatic ice machines that are about 400 pounds, 400 to 500 pound ice machines above their 20 minutes Pembroke Pines. So I've heard of Pinellas Park, but I don't know where the hell that is. Ooh, okay, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. It's gonna be time to wind on down. So there's Pinellas Park. But you are going to be over here. Yes. So you're going to be over here There's the Pembroke there's the Pembroke Pines. And let's see if we can find a hospital. It's not that. There's the hospital. There's the hospital right there. Memorial West Hospital, and there's the Jollibees. It is what it is. They're going to be by some hospitals, and they're going to be wherever you have a concentration of Filipinos. So there it is. And pretty much if I went to the other ones, it's no need, but if I went to the other ones, you would find the same thing. And there's another hospital. So this is a strategic thing that they did here. What they do, yeah. And Cleveland Clinic, yeah, what they do is the Filipinos, and they have it set up this way. The Filipinos will go ahead, not only will they go to Jollibee's for lunch, but the nurses and the doctors will, when they get off of their shift, they will go leave the hospital, go to Jollibee's, get dinner, and then go home. They'll get dinner for the family and go home. And on the weekends, whenever they're not working, they bring the kids in there. That's why they got the little bumblebee mascot. So, as I said before, if you got a hospital and you got a high concentration of Asians, you might just have you a what's the name? And fun fact, I got a bunch of pictures in my wedding pictures. I got a bunch of pictures of the Bahamas in the background. I didn't even realize it. I lived there for years and I didn't realize that the damn Bahamas was right behind me. Yeah, just for fun. Just for fun. Pinellas Park. Just for fun. Why the hell not? Let's see. Where's the hospital? I know there's got to be one around here somewhere. But yeah, that's so Jollibee's makes a lot of money. Oh, there it is. There it is. HCA Florida Northside Hospital, and there is the Jollibees. There it is. Shoot, it's actually closer. This is closer to the ones over there in Pembroke Pines. So there's one. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple, but you know, I stand vindicated. It is what it is. And of course, this is Orlando. Of course, they're gonna have. That's an animal hospital. That doesn't count. Ah. Oh, that was one. Here's a hospital right here. Advent Health. And there's the Jollibees. But anyway, so Jollibees is a good one. Let me show you how much Jollibees makes a year. Yeah, we'll do 2024. You see that, right? You see that? Just because you've never heard of them does not mean that they're not capable of making money. And they increased by 5% year over year. JFC. So you'll see a truck. And when I say a truck, I mean an 18-wheeler with the letters JFC in purple. And you never know it, but it is Jollibee's food service. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, man, I want to. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I mean, I would have to do. Jollibee Food Service. Oh, well. But anyway, you guys have any other questions? And Wilco Appliance, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram so that I can give you that lady's information so that you can get signed up with Keurig Dr. Pepper. See, there's Cisco, like we talked about. There's Cisco. And Jollibee Food Corporation it's just a very indistinct truck. It's a very discreet, and it just says JFC on it, but they make billions of dollars. Billions. Not this food truck. I'm talking about the other one. Oh, there's Costa coffee shop. Anyway, but I gotta cut this off. We can end this here. Anyway, did this 2 hours ago. We're down to a few people. That are definitely hanging on. So let's see here. All right, so we covered through Restaurant News Magazine, Nation's Restaurant News, Portillo's, and all these other things. The reason why I did the other ones is the Shake Shack. The reason why I did those 2 videos is because I'm trying to do my best to focus on training and still cover articles on these restaurants, yet and still try to cover information like this, the National Black McDonald's Operators Association. These are things you should know about. These are people you should be contacting, letting them know that you exist. Mr. Appliance repairman, has no ability to make a connection with the Black McDonald's Association. And there's also a Black Burger King. Uh-oh. Oh, let's see here. Doggone it. Black Burger King. I did this because I was tired. My bad. That happened because I was tired. There it is. National Franchise Association of Burger King. So they not only do they have these things, see, here's the vendor partner opportunities. National Franchise Association. So these are different people. See, so they have their Flame magazine. They also have these meetings, these conventions. They have conventions that are only for them. All these manufacturers come down, all these different vendors come down, and they are meeting. The only people that are going around the booths are actual owners of Burger King. They have one just for McDonald's. The people are only McDonald's. They own McDonald's, and they walk around with their backpack, and they're collecting information about all these vendors, whether they be a manufacturer, whether they be someone that's doing pest control, someone like us is doing appliance repair, that kind of thing. Oh, where's my Cash App? Oh, hold on 1 second. Like I said, they talk about trying to get people over for insurance and all that other kind of stuff, training, just how to run a McDonald's better, how to run a Burger King better. I think Wendy's has the same thing. All right, so hold on 1 second. Let me show you my stuff. Let me go. I think is it Banner? Is it better? It sounds like you. It sounds like Abdullah. You looking for that? You want that Keurig Dr. Pepper information? That's what it sounds like. That's what you looking for. Hold on one second. All right. So here's one. That's Cash App. And I also got a bunch of images. That's the Cash App image, the QR code. If you're interested in contributing to the channel, what I do with the money is it pays for. I got a Stream Deck. That's what I'm just getting into using this damn thing, so bear with me. I'm trying to improve the quality of the video. As you can tell, I don't have a StreamYard logo up there. I actually pay for the service every month, all that kind of stuff. So, and then I spend this time to talk to you guys, pour out all this information to you. This is the area where this is the time when you can ask me questions. I've got this time set aside, dedicated just to you guys, just for you to ask your questions. This is where you do it. Whatever question you got, this is where you ask it. During the day, if you know, then I'll try to put some stuff together for you and then bring it into the show. Hold on one second. So I can tell you guys about, you know, different things like Jollibees, what they've got in it, Portillo's. I've never worked at a Portillo's, but I tell you about how much money they make. Different things like this, like Restaurant Magazine. The Restaurant Magazine, they tell you different chains that are growing, who to contact, all that kind of stuff. So if you would like to subscribe to Restaurant Magazine, you don't even have to subscribe, but you can go ahead and sign up, and then the guy will send you these electronic versions of his magazine, and you could read the same thing. But I try my best to read this stuff, read this kind of stuff for you, because otherwise, then you're going through his magazine, then you're going through Restaurant Business, and you're going through Nation's Restaurant News and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of the same information, but yet and still. Oh, PayPal. It doesn't make a difference to me, man. Either one. If you want to do PayPal or Zelle, it doesn't matter. Hold on, let me show you the other banner. Hold on. So there's the Zelle stuff. Some people say that Zelle QR code doesn't work. So if it doesn't work, let me know. I'll do something else. So that's the Zelle. There's the PayPal. There's the Cash App. Either one, it doesn't make a difference to me. And then here's my information for Instagram. So if you want to, if I had to give you some information, it's easier for me to give you information through Instagram. You can ask me questions through any one of these videos. You just type it into any one of the videos in the comment section. I get it. And I usually try my best to respond. I saw I missed a couple, but typically I respond usually within a few minutes. On the slow end, 24 hours. And in somebody's case, I missed one. I guess I was working, looked over, saw it, and then never got back to it. But usually that's not the case. But other than that, anything else? And with that, we are going to end this stream. I will probably see you guys on Monday. You see what else I got. Probably see you guys on Monday, man. I'm gonna do some shorts. So you guys have your training dates. Oh, and Abdullah, how was training? You never did tell me how training was. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Abdullah, you never did tell me how trading went. And we still got 8 people here. You never did tell me how training went. What the hell happened in training, man? What happened during training, brother? Did you learn? Were you lost like I told you would be? Because you're going to be lost your very first time. It's nothing to be. Yes, I know it's, yeah, man. Long day, long drive. Yes. That now you know why I say you stay close. Would you have been mad if you had to drive 5 hours for that? Would you have been mad if you had drove all the way over to Dallas? Would have actually been about the same time. You have to go to these classes every year. The next thing you need to do, Abdullah, is you need to find yourself a Manitowoc ice machine. You need to get yourself in front of a Manitowoc ice machine as soon as possible. Look one over, any damn thing, anything. You need to get yourself in front of a Manitowoc ice machine. If anything, you give them tell them to take a look at it so you can give them an estimate. Anything. They have them at hotels. La Quinta. So if you go to any La Quinta hotel, they're gonna have Manitowocs. If you McDonald's, Burger King, you're gonna see them there. But your easiest thing is La Quinta hotels. Oh, you stayed at the hotel? See, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. I know you had to drive 3 hours. The best thing to do is to go to the one that's closest to you. That's who you're going to be buying your parts from. So the other thing I got to ask you is, did you set up your parts account? When you went, did you set up your parts account? That's the next thing I know. You need to have your parts account. So now that you have gone to class, you paid your money, you now have the ability to sell Manitowoc ice machines. Let's see here. Yeah, I know there's a few. La Quinta is everywhere. You need to find your way to the nearest La Quinta. Find your way to the nearest La Quinta and tell them you'll get, even if you give them a free estimate. Say, hey, look, do you mind if I take a look at your ice machine to see what condition they're in? Show them your Manitowoc certificate. Say, hey, can I take a look? I'll give you a a free estimate. Yeah. So you start with your cleaning. But you need, while this information is still fresh in your brain, get in front of a machine. La Quinta is the quickest way to get in front of one. Well, hotels are open 24 hours, but during the evening, they're a little scared to interact with anybody. But if you go during the day, even if you go during the day and say, hey, is it okay if I come back later on? If you're working or got a job or something like that, it's a hotel. The hotel is operating 24 hours a day. But you just say, hey, look, no charge to you, but I'm working with Manitowoc and I'd like to see the condition of your ice machines. Is that okay? There's no charge, but I want to see what the condition of the units are. And then you can do that. You can go ahead and take a look at the prices. You can call your distributor, say, hey, how much is a pump? How much is a fill valve? How much is a ice thickness probe? All that kind of stuff. Get that information, get those numbers. Then you can go back with that location, say, hey, this is what I would charge you to clean your machines. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can do that tomorrow or Saturday and say, hey, this is what I'd charge you to do to clean your machines. Blah, blah, blah. I would, the ones that are down, you say, hey, look, I can, try to work on some of these. And you can use a La Quinta as your learning, your testing ground. But you want to get in front of one as soon as possible. Yeah, you got, okay, good. So the Hoshizaki is in town. That's really good news. Make sure you get your account set up with Hoshizaki so that you can buy parts. Of course, you could buy parts from Parts Town with Hoshizaki now, but you want to be able to get your parts from a Hoshizaki distributor if you need to. That is where you find out all that information. Get the name and number, or the person that's there. They're going to give you the name and number of whoever's handling the parts account in your market. Did you do any of that with Manitowoc? Hopefully you did some of that with Manitowoc. Just because you never did answer any of that earlier. Do you know anything about Manitowoc in your area? Anything about your distributor for your state? Let's see what else we got going on. So I'm in the same boat. I got Manitowoc on the 28th, and then I got Hoshizaki right after that. So just like you. Well, I guess you've fallen off, brother. I will check you guys out later on in the week, man. Later on in the week, I'll put out some more. Well, probably not later on in the week, but by Monday. I'll be on Monday at 7. Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. All right, cool. And then before then, I'll try to put out some dates. But I've been a little swamped with work. But I'll do my best to get some of these training dates out there. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys later on. Do you have your accounts?